Good evening to all of you. Today we will conclude the string chapter with a program which we left with in the last class. After that, we will start a new chapter, that is structure, which is very important chapter. So let us discuss with that remaining portion of string. As we all have done the different programs. We have discussed the different programs of strings, but like the two-dimensional array of integer type or float type, also there are two-dimensional array for string. It is valid also here. Means two-dimensional array of strings. By default, a string is a collection of character array, ended with a special character, null character. But what do we mean by this two-dimensional array of strings? Means array of strings. By default, it is a two-dimensional array of characters. Means when we will be handling with number of strings, not with number of characters, number of strings. As you know that, don't mix up with this concept, that is string is not merely a single word. String may consist of several words, right? A sentence, a collection of sentence, right? But whatever we have discussed, it is for the sake of our convenience. We have taken only one word as string, but it may consist so many words. Now, what do you mean by the array of strings? If we consider a single page of a book as a string, okay, there may be a number of lines, and if a book contains 25 pages, then we can say that 25 number of strings are there. Each and every page may be considered as a string. Okay. So with this concept, we will be discussing a program where each and every string has been considered as a single word for the sake of our convenience. For as an example, that if any system is supposed to check whether a person is an authenticated or not, or trespasser or not, right? So this program we are discussing. This is a program with all of you can see my screen. All of you are able to see my screen. Yeah, I think now you are able, right? So this is a program with number of strings already registered in a table. Let's say we have a database. We have some records of some authenticated persons stored in a database, and if anyone comes and claim that I am an authenticated person, then the system is to check whether the name which is already there present is matching with the person's name who is claiming as an authenticated person, right? So this is the program. What we have to do? From here we are starting discussion. We have taken 6 number of strings, and maximum length of each and every string is 10. Maximum number of characters may contain 9, and 1 must be left for null character, as you know. So 6 strings are there. Here I have declared the string, and as well as I have defined the string. This is the way to define and declare a string, two-dimensional strings. Yeah. Okay. As you know that when we define a character, it must be coded with single quote, and when we define string, it must be quoted with double quotation. So Akash, Parag, Raman, Srinivas, Gopal, Rajesh, these persons are already there registered. So I have initialized this two-dimensional array of 6 characters with these names. Now our purpose is to find whether a name supplied by the user from keyboard does match with these names or not. This is the program. Right? That's why we have initialized found and not found macro by 1 or 0. Right? If found means if 1, or if not found means if 0. Okay? Means that boolean value we have declared by 1 and 0 with macro. This is called macro. Whatever we will be initializing, whatever you will be taking before main, except your header file, will be treated as macro. Whenever this word will be found, in our program, that will be replaced by this value. Okay, this is the purpose of macro. Okay. Now there are 3 variables: I, flag a, integer variables. Char your name. I have taken a string, okay, by your name, that will contain 10 number of characters maximum, now 9 number of characters maximum. So print enter your name. Now you can see here I have taken the strings not by getAs, by scanf. I have taken scanf is also a way to take the integers, float and string also. But so far taking a string from keyboard we used getAs. But here we are using scanf. Scanf also can be taken, but percent specifier, format specifier will be percentage. Now if I ask you one question, and what is the difference between the getAs, the string name, and this scanf, this your name? Okay, could you answer? Could anybody answer? And what is the difference between the getAs function and the scanf function while taking a string? Who will answer? Who will answer? I think probably so many of you are now come and log online. Okay. Ayana, Sneha, Pravir, Vishal, Devashish, Shimontini, Saurabh, Priyanka, Devashish, Shomi, Shantan, Shreya. So many of you are here. Have you got my question? My question is, what is the difference between getAs and scanf while taking a string from keyboard? Here you can see I have used scanf instead of using getAs, taking the string your name. I have used scanf percentage. I am giving you 2 minutes to think about the point. What is the difference between getAs and scanf while taking a string from keyboard as input? Not yes sir, you just get is take space also, but scanf. Good, good, very 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 good, very good, absolutely right Manisha. A scanf will read until it encounters new line, but if doesn't happen with get is. Good, it is also true. What happens, what Manisha has answered, that what happens, suppose you have suppose my name is Jayanta Kumar Basu, right? If I try taking it using scanf, okay, that Jayanta Kumar Basu will not be taken, this entire name will not be taken, right? In case of get is Jayanta Kumar Basu, after the moment the user I press the enter while feeding my name into the system, that what GetS does, the moment it will see that the enter has been pressed, it will put a null character over there to terminate the string. But if I use scanf, what happens, the moment I will press space between two words, between Jayanta and Kumar, at least I have to put a space. The moment I will put a space, the string will be terminated over there. Okay, in case of scanf, means scanf doesn't take more than one word, because at least to distinguish, to differentiate two words, at least there must be a space in between, right? But it doesn't take any space. So the moment it finds a space, it will end the string over there. So only that Jayanto, the first name, will be taken if I use scanf. Here I have used because only no space, no spaces are there. Only the first name I have taken. That's why this will be no problem. This program will be, it will be right one, because only the first names are there, right? So to discuss with this difference, I have taken this one. Okay, fine. Okay, now I have taken the name. Okay, the program will take the name and it will try to find out whether a name with this or is present, you know how to. Okay, I have taken a flag variable and it has been initialized by 0, not found. Not found means 0. Okay, now how many persons are there in master list? 6 persons are there. So 0 to 5. Okay, this is an array, 2D array. Okay, so I is 0, I less than equal to 5, I plus plus. So here master list 0 means what? Only master list 0 means this entire Akash. Master list 1 means Parag. Master list 2 means Raman. Master list 3 means Srinivas. Master list 4 means Gopal. Master list 5 means Rajesh. Now master list 0 means what? Only this character A. Master list 01, this character K. Master list 02, this character S. Similarly, master list 10 means this character P. Master list 1 means this character A. Master list 2 means this character R. Okay. So here we have to compare the strings. We have to compare always the strings which has been supplied from keyboard and assigned to your name with all these names present here. Okay, so what function we will apply? strcmp string compare, that function we have already created. Okay, here we are using ready-made library function of string, so strcmp. Okay, we are not using our, but you can use your function also. For that you have to define your function after main. Okay, so we are comparing. As you know that after comparison always a result we get, and that result will be the boolean one, either will be a numerical one, and that will be stored in one. If the strings are equal, we will be getting 0 as a result. If not, then we will be getting a non-zero value. It may be positive, it may be negative. The first mismatch character, the ASCII difference of first mismatch character, that we have already discussed, right? So we are going to compare. Okay, str first character, first, this means if I want to take this string, first string, what I have to do? I have to pass the first string ampersand master list I0 or only master list I, whatever. Okay, because this is the first string and the first address, base address of the first string means the room of the first address of the first room of the first string is what? This I000, and then your name. So because string comparison, as we know that it takes two strings. Okay, so we are sending two strings, first one and this one means Akash and your name. If A is 0, then welcome, you can enter the place. And if it is indentation must be maintained properly. It is not properly done here, so I will definitely correct it. Okay, as I told you that without indentation nobody will be checking your program. Even you write the right one program, then also you will get 0. Okay, fine. Control S. So if A is 0, then find flag found. Okay, and break. So we don't need to check any more names present here. Once we get the match, the control will break the loop, and here we will be checking that what is the status of the flag value. If the flag value is found or not found. If not found, sorry, you are trespasser. If flag is found, then nothing to write because we have already written over here. Okay. Now again, if first name is, suppose the name is Raman, it is not the Akash, then again it will not match. A will not be 0, then it will be I plus plus. Now 1, I plus plus will be 1 less than equal to 5, fine, it's true. Now it will check, it will take the second string master ampersand master list 1 0 means the address of the first room of the second string, this one I0. Okay, then again the same way this will be continued, and if it gets a match it will fine. Otherwise, after checking all the strings, if no name matches with the string your name, it will display sorry, you are trespass. But before that, the entire name, all the entire list must be checked, right? That's why once we will find a match, then this will not be valid, not found. It will be always found, right? Okay, now let us execute it. Control S, function. Are you getting any error? Okay, enter the name and warning we got. Okay, your name, suppose Rajesh, Rajesh. Sorry, you are trespassers. Okay, fine. Now give me a name which exactly matches with this Gopal. Okay, next time we will Gopal function. Gopal, G-O-P-A-L, Gopal. Welcome, you can enter the place, right? Because Gopal is there, you can see that Gopal is there. Okay, Gopal is there. Now again we will run a program. GOPAL. Now it will not match. It will display your trespasser. Sorry, your trespasser. Why? I have changed the case because here I didn't use strcmpi. I used strcmp. So it will sense the case. The case, uppercase or lowercase, will be will be considered over here. If I put I, okay, so it will ignore the case. In that case, the mismatching of case will not be valid one. The program will go on correctly. My program is going on correctly, but I am just showing you the how it. Let's say I am giving the G in capital. Welcome, you can enter the place. Even it doesn't match with the case. Good, G has been started with small case. I have started with in capital. Okay. In that case we have to put strcmpi, like we discussed in our last day class. We had discussed two versions of the program. One, we considered the case, and another case we didn't consider the case, we ignored the case, right? So clear. So now it's an end with this chapter string. Okay, now let us start the structure, the chapter structure. Definitely we will not be able to complete the entire structure by today, but I want to start it today. Okay, structure. Okay. Structure means if you recollect the definition of the array, how we define array was a collection of homogeneous elements, right? The collection of homogeneous elements stored in a contiguous memory location. If it is int, then all the elements will be of integer type. If it is float, all the elements must be of float type. If it is char, all the elements will be of char type. Okay. But if it may so happen that for a single entity, for example for a record, all the elements may not be of same type, rather it must be of different type. For example, the record, like a student record, it may hold student roll number, integer type, student name, string type, students marks, float type. So these are the different type of data we have to put in a single, as a single entity. So in that case, it will be a collection of heterogeneous element, not homogeneous element. So that is what the structure is. The structure may be defined as a collection of heterogeneous elements, in a contiguous memory location. Like for example, your record of students, okay, your total strength is 34. So 34 number of records must be there. Each and every record must hold different types of data, right? So and a record of our employee ID, employee name, employee address, employee salary. The record of bank account holder of a bank, account holder's name, address, okay, age, his gender, all this. Okay, so first let us discuss a program with the structure. Here I have defined how to define a structure. First, struct. This struct word is a keyword already defined in C. It is not our word. It is a keyword which is already defined in C. So while defining or declaring a structure, we must use this name struct. Only this struct, not structure. struct, exactly you have to give this keyword, define or declare a structure. So struct, then something. I have given a name books. Okay. I am going to define a structure of books. So what may be the items a book can hold? Its title. The title must be of character, means string. Author name in string type, char. I have taken the size 50, maximum size. Subject, that is also a string type, means character and subject handwrite. Book ID, it must be an integer. So int book ID. So here char and int, these two types of variable data here in these books. So the way of defining a structure is first structure name, the struct followed by the structure name. The books is the name of the structure. The word followed by the struct keyword is called the name of the structure. Here is book. And what are these called? This title, author, subject, book ID, these are called structure member, or in the term of database management system we call it fields, right? And for record we call it tuple. That you will be studying in your 4th year when you will be studying database management system. That is also very, very important for your professional life, and at least definitely to get through in campus interview, right? So these fields are called structure member or member of the structure. So structure name and structure members are not the same concept. Okay. So this is, and while defining a structure we put all these members within the second bracket. Here we have started and ended. Actually I prefer to write this, and this convention actually we maintain. Opening brace, and at that exactly at that same column we will be ending the second bracket. Then a semicolon just after this semicolon. Here we have defined a structure with a structure name. But it doesn't mean after this, it doesn't mean that this template, these books is a variable. This is not a variable. This is the name of the structure. Means after this, there will be no space allocated by the compiler. Okay, means by the operating system. No space will be allocated because we have not until and unless we declare a variable, no space is allocated. After we declare a variable, allocation of space comes into the picture. Here, within main, now we are going to declare a structure variable. With book 1 and book 2, we have declared two structure variable, book 1 and book 2. So now you have got three items. One is variable, structure variable. Second one is structure name. Third one is the names of the member of the structure. These are called members of the structure. These three are different things. Okay. So by this statement, what do we mean? Struct books book 1. Means book 1 is a structure of books type. So this is type or structure name. By the structure name we indicate the type of the structure. Like say struct stud, this. After that when we declare struct stud, stud 1, struct stud, stud 2, struct stud, stud 3. So now these are the different records which will take the actual space in memory. Before this, no space will be created in memory, right? Only after this struct books book 1 and book 2 declaration, the memory space will be created. And now tell me how many, what will be the space allocated here for this book 1? How much space will be allotted for the book 1 variable? You can say maximum space I am talking about. 50, 100, 200 characters means 200 bytes. Each and every character generally takes 1 byte. Then integer book ID, it takes 2 bytes. So 102 bytes of space will be allocated, allotted for a single structure variable book 1. So book 1 will take 100 plus 100, 200, 2, right? Book 2 will also take 202 bytes of space, right? So now after we declare book 1 and book 2, how to handle the structure? Means when we are taking a record, we are declaring a record, we have to take the input, we have to take the values for the different fields of the record. So book 1 is a record, a variable. Now we have to take the value of different fields of book 1. Book 1 will have title, author, subject, book ID. Similarly, book 2 will be having this one. Like say if you are a single record, if you are considered a single record, your name is a field, your name, your address, your age, your gender, your marks, all this, right? So now these, how to access the member of the structure with a structure variable. If we can't access, then we can't assign the values or we can't print the values, right? There is a special type of operator that is called dot operator. So with the dot operator, we access the different structure member with the help of a structure variable. So here structure variable is book 1. So we are accessing the title, this title of book 1 dot title, book 1 dot author, book 1 dot subject, book 1 dot book ID. So with dot operator we are accessing all these members. Got it? Now we are taking the name of the title, string coffee definitely. I have given the name directly over here. You can also take the name with another string variable, and you can also you can also ask the user to supply a name. So instead of doing that, I have directly put a string over here. So this C programming will be copied here with the strcpy. It is a library function by default in C string.h. Then again this no ali author I have copied in book1.author. This I have copied in subject, and book1.bookid. This I have assigned within. Okay. So instead of declaring if the variables here, defining the variables here, assigning the variables here, you can also take through scanf also, no problem, or getx, okay, wherever whatever it is applicable. Similar way I have taken all the data for this book 2 with the dot operator. This program is mainly how to handle a structure, how to take input, how to take the input value to a structure, and how to display the structure. Okay, a structure means definitely it will be having a different member. So this you can see, this you can consider as a template or blueprint or a planning, a plan or a blueprint of a building is not a physical building. It is a template. It's a plan. Not, it has no physical existence. So this is similar with this, exactly this, like book has no physical instance or no physical entity until and unless we declare any variable of books type. Okay, fine. Now we are just printing the same way we will be printing with using the dot operator. We are printing title book1.title, book1.author, book1.subject. Okay, percentage. Okay, now you can ask one thing, sir, here percentage will, this %s will print the entire name. Yeah, it is supposed to, because we are not supplying it from keyboard. We are not giving any scope to press this to put this space bar. Okay, so it will be directly copied here. It is directly getting copied here. So this entire string will be achieved. Entire string will be copied here in title, author, subject. So it will just print as it is. Okay. So book 1 or subject, all these are printing the same way we printed this person. This book ID is an entire type. So printf %d book ID. These are the string, the percentage we have taken for the book 2. We did same thing. Okay. Now let us run this. See, you can see na C programming, C programming tutorial, book ID. This for the second book 2, title telecom billing, author Zera Ali. Okay, telecom billing tutorial, book ID is this. Okay, all this will be printed. So same thing. So this is just to give you, just to show you how to access the different members of a structure with the variable of a structure, and how to define a structure. Okay, how to assign the values for different fields of a structure. Okay, with the dot operator. This is actually I wanted to show you all with this program. So I think let us conclude today's session with the initiation of this subject, which is chapter structure, and we will continue our discussion structure in the next class. Okay. Okay, so all of you have understood so far what we have discussed? All of you have understood? Today is Saturday. I think tomorrow I am planning to conduct a mock test. Okay, uh, by this time around 5 or 6, as we have fixed the time slot. Okay, I'm planning to take an online test tomorrow. Okay. So this is clear to all of you. Okay. Okay, if you have any doubt, then we will discuss. We will put queries. You can put queries in the official Google Classroom, what we have already started with, or you can directly ask me in this next discussion. Okay, in this chat room. Okay, thank you all.